Hi, my name is Michelle Trotter and I'm a business development specialist here at Eagle. Right now there are dozens of vaccines being developed by companies and universities to help fight the global pandemic. Not all vaccines use the same technology or designs to attack the virus. We have Dr. David Hussong here to talk about the different vaccines and what phases they're in.
The current vaccines for the COVID-19 infection come in a few classes, a few designs, if you will. One of the designs is based on the same model as was used for the Ebola virus. In that, a segment of nucleic acid is transferred into a virus that is a fairly benign infectious agent. It doesn't cause much of anything, and it doesn't survive well in humans. So this virus simply transfers some nucleic acid into the patient. The patient then expresses the product of that nucleic acid, which is a COVID-19 antigen. That way, you, the patient, are producing the antigen, and that causes your immune system to respond with a mature immune defense. Recent studies also include simply taking portions of the virus and from a fractionated viral capsid, and those surface proteins and other antigens are then presented, and the immune system is developed against those. Some studies are showing that the antibody response to those are not lasting as long as we would like. So this gives some credit to the nucleic acid vaccine that is being prepared by the Moderna people. The Moderna trial is coming along. Usually these would take many years. We're now into less than a year, and we're moving into the phase 3, which is going to use approximately 30,000 people. These studies will provide a lot of data on which to decide whether to move forward with this vaccine or whether it needs to be re-engineered. The other vaccines are progressing very well too. It seems we've got several of them going into phase 3. Phase 2 usually only uses possibly less than 100 people. And the primary purpose of that is to see what dose is tolerated and produces a good response. Now we're looking at a larger study, and in this case 30,000 people, will determine the effectiveness of this vaccine among those people. When this vaccine advances, it's very likely that whatever one is found to work will be released for use under an emergency use authorization. That would be prior to the full approval process that FDA would normally undergo. This process is very intense, takes a lot of time. An example of why this process is important can be considered under the case of the drug thalidomide, which was reviewed for a very long time. Many questions were asked, and the drug had already been approved in the United Kingdom. After it had been approved there, studies continued and started to find health and safety risks with that drug. We want to get a good database on any vaccine before it is considered safe. But under the emergency that we're dealing with right now, an emergency use authorization is most likely, and that will provide protection for a large portion of the population. Oxford University in the United Kingdom is also developing a vaccine that's more conventional. It's going into phase 3. Currently, I believe the big studies are undergoing testing in Brazil. Brazil has a pretty significant need right now for that. Further testing will be conducted also in the United Kingdom. Certain safety tests must be done before any of these studies can go on. So when the local regulatory authorities are satisfied, the tests will advance to the next phase. At the end of phase 3, when these products are typically approved, they move into phase 4, which is just post-marketing surveillance. We haven't gotten there for any of them, but when we do, we'll have a very large database, and some of the products may drop off. Right now, we've got probably about 24 vaccines in various forms of development. And I imagine as we learn more about this virus, we'll have more vaccine candidates coming along.
Thank you, David. We are committed to bringing you science-based information to help keep you safe during these times. You can find more information about the coronavirus and other important topics on our YouTube channel. To make sure that you never miss a new episode, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get a notification when a new video is uploaded. You can find more information about the coronavirus on our website at www.eagleanalytical.com/COVID-19.